Hey guys, welcome to Wreath by Libby. I'm Libby. It's Friday. I've been real busy this morning, so I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. But I got a fun project I think y'all will enjoy. I think I'm going to enjoy it because I haven't done these in a while. I'm going to use this Easter egg shaped frame. So it's got like this teardrop effect. I'm going to use it with the big side at the top. And we're going to do a fall wreath. And I have these velvet pumpkins. This is a nice purple, dark purple color. I don't know if it shows up good on camera or not. And I have these like silver gray ones. But I got 5 of these. I'm going to use some of that. I'm going to use some 21-inch mesh, black, and some 10-inch mesh that is a grayish silver color. So that's going to be our base. And then I picked out some of my purple flowers, which matches the pumpkins really, really well. So I'm going to use this and this. See how pretty that is together? And maybe even this white eucalyptus, and it's got silver little ends on it. I might throw some of that in there too. So let's get started because this is probably going to take a while. And I'm going to use some black tinsel ties. And I'm going to go on. Let me turn the camera down so y'all can see. Okay. On the inside here, I'm going to go around the frame, around the brackets, I mean. On the inside too. And since this space is so wide here in between the brackets, I'm going to put one here in the middle. I'm going to come to the bracket again. And again, this is a wide space here, so I'm going to put one in the middle. Slide that over a little bit. Okay. Bracket. And the middle. Now I'm going to do poofs and cruffles on this. Okay, so I'm going to come on the outside 2 rings. I'm just going to go in between each of these other ones that are on the inside. Maybe I can get my hands to work, y'all. I'm just going in between. See how these are on the brackets down here? And I'm going in between on the outer 2. And I'll do the same thing over here. I'll put one right there. So they're staggered, not directly beside each other. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to look. The last one I done was a pink one like this, but it was actually on a swag, I believe. I'll have to check. But that one is pink. The pink. I done a pink one a couple years ago, And I still have it because I loved it so much. I made two. I sold one and I kept one for myself because it's just so pretty. Let me see if I can show y'all. Hold on. That's the pink one I made. And I made it about 2 years ago. Okay. But yeah, that one was made about 2 years ago. And so I just loved it. Trying to make some room here. So I thought I would change the colors up a little bit because I've got a whole case of them velvet pumpkins. Well, minus a few that I've used. But I just love them so good. Okay, now we're going to cut the frayed end off of this mesh. This 21-inch mesh. And I'm going to start on the inside, making my poofs. And I'm going to take and fold the edge under and fold the ends under. And then I'm going to scrunch it together. Okay. Just take that down. And I'm going to do 10-inch poofs. Y'all, I had a real busy morning because yesterday I kept talking to this lady who was wanting to buy some wreaths from me. And we went back and forth about what she wanted and all this stuff. And then she wanted a floral arrangement to match one of them. So this morning, my back was killing me yesterday, so I didn't do nothing yesterday. So her original plan was to get them Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, so I didn't worry about it yesterday. I figured I had time, you know. And then she texted me this morning and said that she was ready to come get it, and I was like, oh my God, I ain't even made it yet. So this morning, I had to make it, and then I had to take my nephew to work. So, and she wanted to be here by like 1 o'clock, and then she texted me and said she could come right then, and that was like at 10 or something. I was like, well, I'm not done yet. So, needless to say, I got it done by 12 o'clock. Actually, it was done by 11. And I took my nephew to work and come home and text her she could come whenever. And she come right then. And all was good. It all worked out good. But yeah, I sold 5 wreaths and 1 floral arrangement to one lady. So that was nice. Okay, and when I come back to where I started, I just go right on top. Okay, and then to transfer down to the bottom, I don't cut anything. I just pull it snug. I don't make a poof to the next one, to the next pipe cleaner, and pull it tight. Then I start my poofs. I'm hoping this is going to go all the way around. it will. So I do apologize that I'm late. So this will probably be a little bit long video, so it might make up for it a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to pause this while I go around the rest of it, and we'll be right back. Okay, I got it all the way around, and we'll come in and I'm just going to cut it. I'm not cutting my other mesh. And that's going to hide very nicely right under there. I just tuck it in there. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And I'm going to save this because I may need to go in the middle where there's a hole. I'm going to see after I get the other mesh cut and see. Get my mesh roller out. To the side. I forgot to show y'all my ribbons that I'm using. Okay, these I'm just going to cut at 15 because I don't have a whole roll here. I don't know how far I'm going to get. And I want to make sure I got enough to go at least around with every other one. I don't even know how many ties I got, y'all. I didn't count. You don't have to cut super long lengths of this stuff if you've got a base mesh down already. I mean, this is just for the added color, and a little bit of it is for filler. I mean, if I add everything that I want to add in there, you're not going to see much of it anyway. I don't know how many I'm cutting. I'm just cutting this whole roll. It won't even a whole roll. It may have been half a roll, but I'm just cutting it. Let me get the tape off of this one. No, it's warm in here. It feels good outside. Okay. Move that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Okay, let's bring this in. Now I'm going to start these on the outside. And I'm just going to roll them under. Same way I usually do the 20-inch pieces. I picked this color, y'all, because this is some of the ribbon I'm going to use. And it matches that ribbon. I'm just gonna add one of these all the way around the outside. And if I have any left, I'll put some in the middle. Make sure it's rolled on the other side. I was watching Facebook the other day. Somebody was making wreaths. Well, it was a person who makes wreaths. And it was a reel or something. And they were giving away or selling their ribbon after they had used it for one product. I was like, now why wouldn't you save it and use it on another product? I mean, I don't know, but it just blows my mind at how much stuff goes to waste, because they probably would have either gave that piece of mesh roll away, or throwed it away, or sold it, or I don't know. But clearly it's enough to use on another project. And if I don't use a whole roll, then I don't charge the customer for a whole roll. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you can make stuff more affordable for your customers, then chances are they're going to keep coming back to you instead of somebody who's charging you for a whole roll and they didn't even use a whole roll. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Okay, I've got 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me do every other one on the inside. Not there. There. Y'all, these black tinsel ties are hard to see. They're teeny tiny too. They're not as big as the Chanel stems or pipe cleaners that I'm used to using. These are the real thin ones. This would be a good base for a Halloween wreath too. My nephew brought down some more of my Halloween stuff. So this time he brought down the actual stuff like the skulls and the pumpkins and all that. Okay, I've got 2 more pieces here I'm going to put in there wherever I think. I'm going to put one right here. And I'm going to put one right here. Ooh, y'all hear the wind out there? Okay. So this is what it looks like. So now, I think we should probably put our bow in first. Y'all, this is the ribbon I got. I showed y'all this the other day when I was unboxing the fall stuff. This is that sheer ribbon, but it matches them pumpkins perfectly. It matches the flowers perfectly. Then I have this this gray with silver edge. It's like a burlap with a tinsel edge on it, and that matches that and the pumpkins. So I'm going to use that. And then I've got this. It's a real light purple. I don't know if you can tell in the shot or not, but it's like a lavender purple, but it's got a silver sequin glittery paisley design on it. And I thought maybe with all these together it would look good, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this paisley one. But let's make a bow and see what it looks like. Okay, let's get my bow maker. And I think I'm going to start with this gray in the back. Because it's thicker, yeah. And I'm going to have, let's go with a 16-inch tail. Make a long tail. And I'm going to do 6-inch loops. Well, 6.5-inch loops. Twisting in the middle. I think I'm going to do 3 loops on each side. This here is some really good ribbon, y'all. I'm going to come down from my other end. Cut it. And this is going to be more like almost a glam type wreath because it's so shiny and everything. Okay, now I spread out my loops so I don't have to worry about it later. I'll come in with this sheer ribbon. I'm going to cut it. It's got some little wire edges hanging off of it. I'm going to come in, make the tails just a little bit shorter. Make the loops a little bit shorter, twist in the middle. And I'm going to do 2 loops on each side. Bring it down and cut it. I do think that's pretty. It's probably hard for y'all to see against this gray mat here. Now, this is where it gets funky. So I'm not sure about the sheer on sheer. What do y'all think? The sheer on sheer. Let me think about that for a minute. Okay, I've changed my mind about this ribbon. I think that's just a little bit too light. So, I got this. This is a silver sequin Put a black line down the middle of it. Black plays off the mesh. So we're going to give it a try. Pull this back close to me so I can work. Okay. This is a nice ribbon. Into the middle and twist. And I'm just going to do one loop of this on each side. Now this is pretty cool. Some good ribbon. And this come from shop5thstreet.com. I didn't order it, but that's the tag that's on there. Okay, let me get me a zip tie. Or two. Okay, you're going to run your zip tie underneath all that. And close it up. And I hold my finger on top of it and I wrap that zip tie around my finger and the bow. Then I twist it around to the back. And I'm going to put one of them pipe cleaners in there. Get it snug but not cinched down yet because I want to make sure my tails are alright. My loops are pretty much where I left them when I made the bow. So that's good. Okay, now I'm going to cinch it down tight, tight, tight. Move my bow maker. I got fuzz on my cutters here. Cut that off. And there's the bow. I think it'll look better once I mean, it's pretty now. All them sequins on that ribbon. Okay. So now we need to plan how we want this to go. I think I want this bow to go at the top. So the pumpkins can be like in the middle. And then I can have flowers everywhere else. So, let's find a spot to put this here ribbon. I mean this bow. Looks like a fine place to me. Nope. You got to make sure it's at the top. So it needs to go over here. All this mesh in my way. Okay. Got to get it how I want it. Okay. Sorry, y'all. It's taking a minute. Okay. Okay, and dovetail that one. The purple one's cut at an angle, and I'm going to cut this other one at an angle. Okay, let's come over here, do the same thing. Dovetail. This one I cut at an angle at the beginning. And let's cut this one at an angle. See, I want that bow to split like that. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty so far. Let me, I had to move the camera so y'all could see it good. See how that bow splits like that? That's what I was aiming for. So, now I'm going to put the pumpkins down here, and then I'm going to fill in with some flowers. Oh, well, I probably should have turned my glue gun on first a long time ago. So let me just go ahead and get these tags cut off. Now these pumpkins I got from Dollar Tree. Y'all, I used to work there. That's why I got so much stuff from there. And no, if you work there, you don't get a discount. Just saying. You do, however, know when the stuff is there. So, and I unloaded the truck, so I always knew what come in off the truck. So I knew which was good. Okay. Y'all, I'm excited about this. I really am. I am. I'm just waiting on my glue gun to heat up, y'all. I probably will put some tails in here, or maybe another bow. Yeah, I could do another bow down here. That'd be cute. Let's do that while we're waiting. While we're waiting. This time I'm going to make 12-inch tails. And I'm just going to do a little bow. This is going to be like 5.5-inch loops. And I'm just going to do 2 loops of each. Or 2 loops of this one and 2 loops of the purple one. Just do I'm thinking I might just do 1 loop of this. And just 1 short little loop of this. Telling you, a little bitty bow. Little bitty bow. And then get your pipe cleaner. Move it up. Move my bow maker. Spin that around. Get your pipe cleaner, put in there. Well, there ain't much to fluff on this, but do want to make sure everything's hanging down right. Them pumpkins are in my way. Okay, let's cut that off. Now let's attach it. Now I'm going to come to the opposite corner at the bottom and put it right down in here. Okay, poke that out. I'm loving that black and silver, y'all. That is gorgeous ribbon. Gorgeous ribbon. Cut this at an angle. Dovetail this. And I may come back and make these shorter. Depends on what it looks like. That one's already cut at an angle. It is too long though, so I'm going to trim it up a little bit. Okay. Now, this is what we got going on. And my glue gun is hot. So now I need to decide how I'm going to arrange these pumpkins. I could put a bed of them like at the bottom down here, like by the bow, like so. I think I like that. Yep, I like that. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So, you just take and put gobs and gobs of glue on here. And you just stick it. Okay. And I'll have one right there. And then another glue stick. Okay. Stick that right there. Let me make sure. And you want to put the glue where you're going to attach it to the mesh. You don't want to put it in the wrong spot. Because I have done that before. Okay. You just want to hold it down for a minute. And I kind of turn all the pumpkin stems out away, or all in different directions. Okay, that's what we have. And I still have more pumpkins if I decide to put any in. Okay, so now This is a floral bush. I don't know where it come from. It says distributed by Old East Maine Company. I don't know. I didn't purchase this. So I'm just going to cut a few of these off. I'm probably just going to go around the bows with this. And this is a pusher. Oh yeah, that's pretty, y'all. Okay. So you want to add glue. And you want to find a spot where it's going to hit mesh. That is gorgeous. Cut that off a little bit. Because you don't want it too far off of your stuff. Making sure I find a spot before I put in glue on there. Coming under my bow on top of my mesh. This one I'm going right underneath my bow. Okay. You know, you actually could get 2 off of each one of these. Okay, now I'm going to take some smaller pieces and come in closer to the bow, but behind the bow. This one down. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Yeah. Okay, that's what we have at the bottom. That's just these feathery things. And now I'm going to move to the top bow. Now I'm going to cut these a little bit shorter because I don't want them flying off the top. find a good spot to put them. Yeah, it's a good spot. Let me pull that out and cut that a little too long. Cut that down. I am going to put one right there, though. Y'all, this may be a total fail at the end, but I've been wanting to use this stuff, so this is what I saw in my head, so this is what I want to do. I need to get some around the very tippy top. These are pushers, so I'm just pushing them all the way up and trimming them back. You could cut them halfway in between and get two out of it. And that's out of each stem, and I think there was like 11 or 12 stems on here. Right there. And you want to make sure you're not too far off the side. Or you'll lose the shape of your wreath. So you want to keep that in mind too. Just glued myself. Ouchie. Okay. Okay, that's all of that. Let me hold it up, see what I think. That looks very bougie, doesn't it? Very bougie, but still pretty. And now for these flowers. This looks like a, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know. Price tag says $3. I don't know where it comes from, but okay. I'll cut these fairly short. I'm just going to come in. I think I'm going to stick one right between them pumpkins. And maybe just around the bows, y'all. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just around the bows. Or kind of in the bows. I need one more down there. Let's see. Use a little one. Snippers. I mean, granted, this is not traditional color for a fall wreath, but it's still very, I think it's pretty. It's different, but it's very pretty. Okay, now let's stick some flowers in the top bow. Got to have one right at the very, very top, tippy top. And I think I'm going to put one right down there. Ow. And I got one more I can put on this side. Yep. Cutters. Pieces flying across the room. I'm going to stick it right down in here. You have to fluff your bow around this stuff. Okay. I'll take bring this over. Yeah, I'm thinking in my head. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be not talking to you. I'm just trying to get this the way I want it. Tucking the tails and all that stuff. just shaping. Trying to see if I need to add them other flowers, which I don't think we do. I don't think we do. I think I'm going to roll these up together. So they have the same form. This droop down. Same over here. Roll them up together. And drop them down. Now, tails. Do we need tails? If we did tails, I believe it would have to be the silver. Don't y'all? Just do maybe some like little bows, like half bows in there. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll do a few of these just in the naked spots. Three. I'm going to cut these at an angle. I'll come up about halfway, pinch it, take that back part of that ribbon and twist it so it makes a little thing like so. I'm going to come over here to the empty spots and add them in. Oh yeah, oh that's so cute. Okay, cut at an angle. This is that really, really thick, heavy glitter on these. Pinch it in the middle, twist that back one around. I'm going to add this one right here. To add one right here. If I can find my pop cleaner, there it is. Okay. Halfway, pinch. You go, pot cleaner. It was hiding from me, y'all. Now, I think I need one right here and one right here. So 2 more. Halfway, pinch. Have y'all got any plans for Memorial Day? I don't. I'm gonna be right here at the house. Y'all, these little pipe cleaners, I'm not. Uh-oh. I got glue. I'm gonna have to cut it free. Okay. I don't even know if my husband is off Monday. He usually is, but he hasn't said. So I don't know. I know my nephew has to work all weekend. It's the joys of working fast food, huh? Y'all, I don't know how long I measured these. I think they're about, oh, they're 18 inches long. I used the side of the board of my cutting mat. Not the long way, but the short way. Okay, I feel like I need something right here as well. See, I like to do stuff that not everybody else is doing. It's just more fun to be different. Okay, what did I say? Right here. And maybe one right there. See how many more. Sure. Yeah. Just. I don't know. I'll cut 2 more. I told y'all this was going to be a long video, didn't I? We're almost done though. Because I'm not going to add them white flowers, I don't think. I think the silver in here takes care of that issue of the white, the light, and the dark. I'm going to turn this one though. It's facing a different way. Okay. And then you got right there. I'm gonna have glitter everywhere. My pipe cleaner. Right, y'all. I think we're done. What do you think? I think it's very pretty. I will take a picture of it on the door and put at the end of the video so y'all can see it. But I like it. It's different. Now you could do something like this and put like a skull in the middle of it. That'd be cute. So yeah, I love that glitter. Well, I don't love the glitter, I love the ribbon. And it's really super thick. It's got like a plastic lining on the back of it. Not, well, it's not really, I guess it's plastic, but it's soft plastic, but it's really thick, durable. Okay, so guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm at 910 subscribers, almost there. Make sure you like, share, hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I put something else out. With it being this time of year where we're changing over our seasons and stuff, you never know what's gonna happen, because yeah, it could be any holiday that I'm working on at any given point in time. So just keep that in mind. And I will probably make another video over the weekend, and I'll have one for you either Monday or Tuesday. If my husband's off Monday, I'm not sure if I'll have one Monday or not. Just depends on what he's got planned for the weekend, because like I said, he hasn't talked to me about it. I don't know if he's even off. He usually is. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I'm going to take a picture of this and put it at the end, and I will see you next time.